Okay, so good day everyone. And ang i-discuss natin for today's session is all about the management option for the golden apple snail. So golden apple snail is one of the pests in rice crop production. During at seedling stage, sila ay nagda-damage. So nagiging pest lang ang golden apple snail or kuhol during at seedling stage. Either yan ay direct seeding or transplanted. So kapag sinabi nating direct seeding or direct planting, it means yung seeds ay itinatanim na mismo directly sa lupa. While kapag sinabi nating transplanted, it means they will grow in a seed bed and then they will uproot and later on, they will transplant or transfer in a permanent area, especially ang mga rice crop natin. Okay? So, getting to know the golden apple snail or golden kuhol. Actually, this module is came from the Phil Rice. So, ito ay module ni Mario S. De la Cruz. Okay? So, where did the gas came from? So, freshwater gastropod nature to South Africa. So, galing siyang South Africa and then meron siyang tatlong ruta wherein tayo ay nag-import ng golden apple snail. So, ang purpose niya kung bakit tayo nag-import dahil mahirap ang buhay noon dahil sobrang demand ang pagkain dahil nagkukulang tayo sa pagkain. Nag-import sila ng golden apple snail for aesthetic purpose, for food consumption, and at the same time, for displays. Okay? Dinidisplay lang. Nilalagay sa mga pool, sa pond, okay? Without thinking na nagiging or pest pala siya ng rice or maaaring pwedeng maging pest pala siya ng rice. So meron tayong tatlong ruta of the introduction of the golden apple snails in our country. Galing siyang Taiwan, and then transfer siya sa Lemery, Batangas noong 1982. So ang nakaisip dito is si President Ferdinand Marcos, okay, Senior. So siya mismo yung nag-import. Inallow niya yung importations ng golden apple snail for food consumptions. And then, from Florida, USA to Makati, Metro Manila in 1983. And then sa Argentina to Asturias or Asturias, Cebu in 1984. So, na-introduce siya as livelihood and to enrich the protein source. So, siya yung pinaka-alternative source of protein. Okay? So, dahil walang meat, dahil mahal ang meat noong unang panahon, ay nag-import sila ng golden apple snail kapalit or substitute doon sa protein source na kakailanganin ng human for their diet. And then, it invaded or talagang kinolonize niya mismo 1.6 million hectares in 2000. So, ang bilis ng kanyang pagdami, di ba? So, ang mga golden apple snails. So, alam nyo ba na ang golden apple snail ay kaya niyang tumagal ng 2 to 6 years with high fertility. And its shells is light brown. So, yun yung kanyang characteristic, light brown, flesh is creamy, white to golden pinkish, or orange. So its size depends on the availability of the food. So nakadepende yung size ng kanyang katawan doon sa availability ng pagkain. So it takes 2 years. If it is normal yung kanyang, if normal mismo yung kanyang uh, life cycle. And at the same time, normal yung living niya. Okay? Meron, complete yung pagkain, kompleto ang tubig, pwede siyang tumagal ng 2 to 6 years. Balik rin natin ang sitwasyon. Ilang taon naman or ilang buwan maaaring, according to the research, ilang buwan maaaring mabuhay ang golden apple snail kapag dried at walang pagkain. Di ba ang mga golden apple snail natin, nagtataka tayo, kapag sa rice field natin, na-dried naman ng ilang buwan or 2 buwan ang rice field. Bakit kaya, or natatanong na ba natin sa sarili natin na bakit kaya here comes the golden apple snail when there is a water? Okay? Actually, ang mga golden apple snail natin ay kaya nilang pumailalim sa lupa. Okay? So, they can live under the water. Kung nasaan yung moisture, doon sila mismo namamalagi. Okay? So, habang palalim ng palalim ang tubig, or kaya something na bumababa ang tubig sa lupa, bumababa din ang mga golden apple snail. At saka na lang sila umaakyat once na there is an enough water. Okay? So, kaya nilang mabuhay in almost 2 months. Ang tanong ngayon, according to the research, ilang buwan maaaring mabuhay ang golden apple snail kapag drought, walang tubig, at walang pagkain. Okay? So, kaya nilang mabuhay ng 13 months. Okay? Kasi they can survive even though there is no food. Okay? Kaya nilang mag-survive. E balik na rin natin naman ang sitwasyon. Paano kaya kapag may tubig pero walang pagkain? Ilang buwan pwedeng mabuhay ang golden apple snail? Tumatagal siya ng almost 29 months sa tubig without food. Okay? Yon. So, its size depends on the availability of the food. So, ano ba yung difference ng lalaki at babaeng golden apple snail? So, it is most destructive. So, nagiging destructive siya when the length of its shell is from 10 millimeter to 40 millimeter. So, the shell of the female adult curves inward. So, it means yung kanyang shell is inward. Okay? And then, kapag naman mga male, that is outward. Kung hindi natin ma-distinguish on shells, pwede naman yung kanyang operculum. So kapag sinabi nating operculum, ito mismo yung kanyang pinaka-window. Okay? Window part wherein nag-open when siya ay maglalakad. Kapag siya ay maglalakad na. So the female operculum is concave. Okay? This is the operculum. So this is operculum. We're in concave. Pa pati patihaya. Okay? And convex naman, paumbok. So kapag sinabi nating patihaya, it means malalim. And then kapag paumbok naman it means ay parang bumubukol or outward. Okay? So the concave while of the male is convex. Convex, it means nag-outward or something na umuumbok. Kapag naman concave ay pumapailalim. So that is the female gas. Okay? Diyan mo ma-identify kung male or female ang isang golden apple snail. So the mode of and signs of golden apple snail damage, the newly transplanted rice seedlings up to 15 days after transplanting are vulnerable to gas damage. So napaka-vulnerable pala ang seedlings during at 15 dot. So during at the first dot to 15 dot, very vulnerable. Bakit? Soft and succulent kasi yung kanyang leaves and stem. So kapag sinabi nating soft and succulent, mabilis siyang ma-break, very soft, na attractive siya mismo sa mga golden apple snail. So from 4 to 30 days naman after sowing. Kapag direct seeding naman, 4 to 30 days ang vulnerability ng mga rice natin if it is direct seeded rice. So, ang golden apple snail, 2 to 3 centimeter per 2 square meter can cause 19% yield reduction. So, sa 2 to 3 centimeter distance per 2 square meter, ay kaya niyang mag-reduce ng 19% yield reduction. So, it means ay kaya niyang kumain ng mga 3 or 4 na tillers or na hill per night. Kayang-kaya niyang ubusin yon. It is because they are very voracious once that plant is succulent or very soft. Kasi wala namang ngipin talaga yung ating mga golden apple snail. Ang ginagawa na lang nila is ini-scrap yung mismong leaves. They cut that particular leaves. So, ano yung signs kung merong presence of golden apple snail? If merong presence of golden apple snail, gas devour the base of young seedlings. So, gas devour the base. So, it means ang una niyang binubor or dinedevore or kaya ini-scrap is the leaves and the base of the seedlings. And they can even consume the young plants in a whole paddy overnight. So, missing hills and float cut leaves on water surface. So, eto yung kanyang life cycle. So, ang kanyang life cycle, as you can see, after siya mangitlog, nangingitlog siya above the water surface. Kasi nga, once na nabasa yung mismong itlog ng ating golden apple snail, pwedeng mabugok or masira. Kaya nga, every night lang sila nangingitlog. Hindi sila pwedeng mangitlog at day. So, ang pinaka-preferable or preferably nung ating mga golden apple snail to hatch or something to release that eggs is during at night. Yung hatch naman is anytime. Okay? So, ang incubation period ng ating mga eggs is 7 to 14 days. At ang hatchling niya is 14 days after egg releasing. And then, 60 to 3 years ang reproduction period niya before siya. Yeah, 60 to 3 years nag-start na siya for the reproductions. Okay? Or nagre-release ng egg. So life cycle of the golden kuhol, eggs are laid at night. O yan yung sinasabi ko kanina. They are laying at night on any vegetations, canals, and objects found above the water surface. So hindi pwede na dito mismo sa baba yung mga itlog. Bakit? Kasi nga pwedeng mabugok. So egg masses are bright, pinkish red, and turn light pink when about to hatch. So yan yung kanyang kulay. So bright pinkish red and turn light pink. O, di ba? Sana all pink. Yung itlog. Yung itlog kasi ng chicken ay hindi naman pink. That is white or brown. It depends to the breed of that particular chicken. So egg hatch in 7 to 14 days. So mabilis lang siyang mangitlog or mag-hatch. Diba? So mabilis lang siyang mag-release and at the same time mabilis din siyang mapisa. So, hatchling and adult calves, hatchling grow and mature fast. So, mabilis lang silang lumaki. And they are voracious feeder. Mas voracious pala yung mga maliliit kesa yung mga malalaki. So, adult mate for 3 to 4 hours any time of the day. O, tingnan nyo ha, ang ating mga golden apple snail ay kayang-kaya or something na 3 to 4 hours yung kanyang copulations. Diba? Sana all. 3 to 4 hours. Ang tao kasi, 5 minutes tapos na. Okay? Pero dito sa Golden Apple Snail, 3 to 4 hours. 'Di ba? So ang tagal nung kanyang okay. So nakat tayo. Okay, so hatchling grows and mature fast and they are voracious feeders. Okay, so adult mate for 3 to 4 hours any time of the day. And they can lay 1,000 to 1,200 eggs in a month. So it means pwede silang mag-lay ng eggs 3 times a month or 4 times a month. Kasi nga, every week naman siyang nangingitlog. So 7 days pwede na siyang mag-hatch at pwede na naman siyang maglagde. Okay? So, where do golden cohol lives? So, nakatira sila sa ponds, sa swamps, sa mga irrigated fields, sa canals, waterlogged areas, and they bury themselves in a moist soil during at dry season. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na they can bury themselves at a moist soil during at dry season. Pwede silang pumailalim na kung saan yung mismong moisture nandoon sila. And they can survive harsh environmental conditions such as yung pollutants in water or low oxygen levels. Okay? So feeding habits and host range. So gas feed on a wide range of plants such as yung algae. So ang pwede niyang kainin, hindi lang mga rice seedlings, kundi yung mga algae, azolla, duckweed, water hyacinth, and other succulent or watery leafy plants. So they prefer young plants that are soft because it feeds by scraping. Ini-scrap nila the surface with its rough tongue. So meron siyang rough tongue. And actually, ngayon, tanong ko sa inyo, pwede na bang kainin ang golden cohol sa mga panahon ngayon? I think sa atin ngayon, hindi na siya pwedeng kainin. It is because ang mga golden apple snail natin, even though they are exotic food, pero depende na lang kung saan mo siya kukunin na area. Kasi kinakain ito wherein ay meron ng mga poisonous or mga metabolic na nahalo na or na-incorporate sa kanilang katawan na pwedeng maging poison sa atin. Kaya nga, be careful kung saan tayo kumukuha ng mga golden apple snail na siyang kinokonsume natin. Baka doon mismo sa kanal na kung saan itinatapon yung mga pampers, mga tae, at iba't ibang mga waste doon. So, let's see. Para at least naman ay maging safe pa rin tayo sa pagkain. Because they can survive even in a harsh environment. So nakakapag-survive ang mga golden apple snail natin even ito ay poisonous. Water pollutions, even doon sa mga uh, polluted areas. They can feed on any decomposing organic matter. So it means ay kinakain niya yung mga organic matter decomposing like yung mga patay na animals, mga tae ng tao, ng hayop, and others. So they are very voracious. Di ba? So paano natin i-manage ang kuhol natin sa rice field? Number one, in biological control agent, gumagamit tayo ng or something na pwedeng pang-control yung red ants. Okay? Longhorn grasshopper, yung duck, yung rice field rats, and then yung humans for food consumptions. So ito yung mga biological control agent. Kapag sinabi natin biological control agent, bio means life. Ito yung mga may buhay na pwedeng mag-control ng may buhay din. Especially ang mga golden apple snail. Okay? So, ito ang mga pwede nating mga biological control agent na ginagamit. So, yung duck, ito ay kinakain ng mga duck, source of their protein. So, to effectively control gas from damaging your rice plants, relying on biological control agents may not be enough. Hindi siya enough. And you need to combine different techniques and management strategies. Ano yung mga different strategies na yon? Number one, sa cultural control, we need to handpick the gas and eggs from rice paddies. Okay? And then, yung iba naman, dahil malapit sa highway, lahat ng pinulot na mga gas nilalagay sa highway para at least ay madaanan ng mga sasakyan, ma-break yung mga shells at hindi na mismo maging pest siya during planting. And then, gumagamit din sila ng toxic substance like yung Barringtonia asiatica, yung mismong coconut din. Yan. Yung coconut leaves, yung bunga ng coconut, yung pinaghatian or pinagbiyakan ng bunga ng coconut, and then yung mga umbrella plant, pwede rin yun. Or kaya yung banana leaves. So, and then yung iba naman is land preparations. Okay? During land preparations, they cultivate during at dry, wherein para at least ay mapulverize yung soil natin and at the same time ma-incorporate at ma-break din yung shells ng mga golden kohol ay nirorotovate nila ito during at dry yung mismong soil before nila patubigan. So, and then yung iba naman, during preparations or harrowing, they construct small canals to confine the gas doon sa gilid ng paddies. Okay? Kapag sinabi nating paddies, ito yung sinilong or something kung saan ka magtatanim ng rice. Ang tawag doon, paddies. Ang tawag mo naman sa tambak or kaya nakapaligid sa paddies ay dikes. Okay, they construct small canals to confine the gas at least 25 centimeter wide and 5 centimeter deep. So, gumagamit din sila ng leaves ng gabi to attract all the golden apple snail. Kasi kakailanganin nila ng leaves, kakailanganin nila ng base, kakailanganin nila ng pag-aakyatan. Diba? And all newspaper can be used to attract gas in canals. So, follow the standard seeding rate para at least maiwasan natin yung golden apple snail. We need to follow the standard seeding rate. And at the same time, kung big problem talaga ang golden apple snail, pwede nating i-transplant yung mga rice natin from 25 to 30 days old seedlings. Okay? 25 to 30 day old seedlings. So, and then, another one, we need to maintain the saturated water level. So kung alam mong problema mo ang golden apple snail, babaan mo yung level ng tubig para at least hindi sila makaakyat. Kasi nga, tsaka lang sila nakakapag-move when there is water. Okay? And then, uh, herd ducks handpick the large gas and dryland preparation exposes buried gas which causes them to die. Okay? And then yung iba naman, dahil tamad na for the cultural control and biological control na i-apply, pwede rin tayong gumamit ng mga chemical control. Yun yung molusicide. Okay? Ang mga example ng molusicide, yung niclosamide that reduce the cost for gas management and environmental pollutions. Another recommended rate is yung metaldehyde, okay, with 50% active ingredient. Okay? So if you have any questions regarding our presentation, you may ask in our group chat. Okay, so thank you so much guys and have a good day sa ating lahat.